has come out from Marvel that none other than Amari Hardwick,
Can
aka
you stop with this?
James St. Patrick.
Why do you want Ghost to be Adam Brashear?
I just think it's hilarious. I think it's the
Why?
funniest thing in the world. Is it not funny?
Ghost in a Marvel movie?
Just the prospect of seeing him do that is funny.
I'm trying to think of a character, somebody that he could play. Somewhere where the overacting won't come off as much. And like I can't bring myself to make him a light-skinned Luke Cage. So like I just can't figure out who he could be. But for damn sure ain't gonna be no Adam Brashear.
Look, I mean, considering the obvious feelings about the character of T'Challa, the meme of Ryan Gosling playing T'Challa is hilarious.
Stop it.
It's hilarious.
Stop it.
And so this is kind of on that same scale. For me, at least. I just think it's funny.
Amari Hardwick could be
Adam Brashear.
maybe Bishop.
Or he could be Adam Brashear.
You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. Amari Hardwick as Bishop.
Hashtag Amari Hardwick and Marvel. Make it happen.
I mean, we don't have to rush to do nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, if we had to pick a character, I think Bishop.
We need more
think that would work.
representation. And I want Amari Hardwick.
Okay. So the rumor is that, Adam Brashear is going to be in the Marvels. Which, if you look at this video, where we were talking about Yahya Abdul-Mateen and whether or not the Simon Williams character is the good route to go with him. When there's just so much potential for him as an actor, number one, but also for another prominent black character to be brought to the forefront. If we're going to introduce Simon Williams, why not introduce Adam Brashear, especially if you're going to make Simon Williams black, right? So, I'm still on that boat. Definitely still on that boat. And it could absolutely just be a coincidence that, now we're hearing about Adam Brashear pop up in that movie after Yahya Abdul-Mateen is signed and Bob Iger is back.
You think Bob Iger is behind the...
I don't know.
Adam Brashear
I don't
track?
know. I know they're reevaluating, right? Entire Phase 5 and Phase 6. Reevaluating. Looking for quality over quantity. Simon Williams miniseries screams quantity. Yes. It is yelling at me, quantity, yes. Quantity.
For sure.
Using that let's say you got a little bit more favorable than Chad at this point. Let's say you got somewhere from $5 to $10 million negotiated in that contract over a certain amount of time. What is the better use of my money? Yet another Disney Plus show that doesn't score high on the Nielsen, doesn't really drive traffic or subscribers back to Disney Plus, or a feature film with one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Gives me another reason to watch the Marvels.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Not to mention, I know this is the girl power movie, right? Well on it. I'm actually here for it. I want to see Monica Rambeau. But there's not been a whole lot of evidence that a strictly female-led. Like, it's not that a female-led movie can't be successful. But when it's so overt, the audience is kind of starting to reject that type of representation. They just are. It's all in the numbers.
Female Ghostbusters killed in the box office.
I'm just saying. So even we're just thinking about money. I'm not talking about culture war stuff, gender wars. I'm not talking about any of that. Mm-hmm. I'm saying from thinking about what makes money, because I keep stressing to y'all, Disney is feeling the economic straits of this economy just like every other film studio, just like most businesses right now. They can't afford a whole lot of misses. They didn't have a whole lot of misses this phase. They cannot just continuously keep going on, barely sliding by on some of these films. These are billion-dollar film budgets that they are putting up. Make no mistake, $400 million between marketing and film production is an unholy amount of money to spend on a film. You are absolutely going to be wanting to get north of $800 million to make sure you clear financially. They cannot continue to put up misses. $800 million. Wakanda Forever is, I think, yesterday, Last number I got was about 684 million.
It's not enough.
Which means they've grossed somewhere around 250 maybe. Or excuse me, netted about 250.
Yeah.
Maybe closer to 300 million.
It's not enough.
They're not there. They're not there. And that thing is cooled off like the other side of the pillow.
Facts.
So, in that, I would think one of the things that is being reevaluated is what gives us the most bang for our buck. What is going to have the biggest amount of impact that we can put out? What is going to be the most well received? And that's where we put our time and energy behind. We're no longer doing the penny pinching thing that Chapek was doing. Right? We're no longer doing the hard deadlines. We're going to give these projects as long as they need to get done. But at the same time, I'm not going to greenlight any and everything that comes across this desk. You can't. They cannot. They literally cannot. If you are still buying into the idea that Disney is too big to fail, right? If that's where you're at. I have never heard of a company or a conglomerate that was too big to fail that was talking about selling themselves to Apple. When you are in a position of strength, we're talking business now, you absorb. You do not get absorbed. Mm-hmm. Getting absorbed is a way of skirting out of some sort of financial strait to clear some sort of financial loss, to make sure that you don't go belly up. That is what you sell for. You don't sell from a position in power.
Yeah.
The company absorbing you is obviously in much better state if they are taking you, i.e. Fox and Disney. Now, would you say Fox was in a position of strength when they sold to Disney?
No.
But now all of a sudden we're having talks about Disney being sold to Apple. That doesn't sound like a position of financial strength for me. That doesn't sound like you're too big to fail. That doesn't sound like you can shit gold and tell your customers to eat it. That's not what that sounds like. That sounds like you're human, just like every other American company is human. Even if that is the case, even if that's where they're moving, even if that's the end goal for Bob Iger is to sell to Apple, we got to be in better shape than we are right now. We got to be in better shape than we got right now. We got to have a little bit more positive momentum than we have currently. And I'm sorry, being the only horse in the superhero game and beating DC while they're restructuring doesn't, by default, by the way, not because you are definitively making better content, but by default. Mm-hmm. Because DC's the only game in town and they are rebuilding. They've got a head start on their rebuild. That doesn't count as winning to me. So, with all that being said, to loop it all the way back, that's why I'm pushing. And I'm thinking somebody got a brain out there that's saying, we could do better. We could do better. Go ahead.
What do you think happens with the character of Adam Brashear? Meaning, like, you know, obviously you would, in your case, you think it would be, or it could be Yahya Abdul-Mateen. Mm-hmm. So then do they, you know, because before you had talked about a possible movie of them playing like maybe an older Adam Brashear, but then it being like a prequel to all this, or...
Well, it depends on where they go with it, right? So the screenwriter, Nia DaCosta, she was the screenwriter for the Candyman series. For the Candyman movie. Guess who was star-crossed, who was in the relationship in the Candyman movie?
Yeah.
And who? And Teyonah Parris. Miss Monica
yeah.
Rambeau.
Damn.
Hey, it's coming together. It's there. The potential is there. I know. Listen. Adam Brashear fans, T'Challa fans, Black character fans, y'all nervous. And you rightfully so. You have no optimism. And rightfully so. For this thing to go well. But there is so much potential here. There's so much potential there. It's there. You have a writer, two actors who have already worked together and played each other as each other's love interest, with a potential of bringing both of those characters on screen together in this movie. And a writer who wrote it for both of those actors before. It's all right there. It's there. Just do the shit. Just do it.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
Just do it. It already seems like it's going to be a bit convoluted in the amount of characters that you're adding to the movie now, because now we got Brie Larson, Monica Rambeau, Miss Marvel, and now Adam Brashear. So you're introducing really two characters, because this will be Monica's true origin story now, right? Or it'll be part of her origin, her introduction to film, and then you're introducing Adam Brashear at the same time. So that's a lot of space, and then you got Kamala Khan is still there too.
Yeah, and her introduction to movie form at least.
Not to mention this is Brie Larson's movie, so if she can make it work, I'm happy. You know, did I like the script of Candyman? I didn't love it, but I thought it was okay for a horror film. I just wanted to do the thing, man. I just wanted to do the thing. And if they've given her Yahya Abdul-Mateen, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. This movie should be awesome. This movie could be awesome.
At least from that aspect of it.
You can have, you know, Monica and Adam off somewhere, falling in love, and then you got little Kamala Khan drooling over Miss Marvel for half the movie, and then they'll come together, save the day. Boom. Movie over. $1 billion. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Just do the thing.
That'd be nice. I'd enjoy it.
And also, I think this is an interesting dynamic with Miss Marvel, because I don't think, not to come at Brie Larson, but I don't think anybody is going to be too upset if Brie Larson is only getting like a third of the screen time. And this movie, I don't think people are going to be too mad.
That just reminds me of when somebody asked Brie Larson, like, "Oh, you're going to be in the next Captain Marvel movie?" And she's like, "If you guys want me to be in it, I don't know."
Who you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, why do you answer the question like that?
And it doesn't even have to do specifically with her, but it's because of the interest around some of the other characters. Adam Brashear is going to be a huge character when he gets introduced, whether it's this movie or otherwise. Kamala Khan has a bit of interest because of the series as well. So it's like there's a tension going elsewhere than the title character. But I don't think it's going to hurt this one that much as
Definitely
it would in
silence
other.
the Brie Larson haters.
Would it
Not
silence them?
but
Yeah, I think it would prove their point, but
it would help them not to say so much hate for the movie, considering she's only a third of it.
Mr. Costa, if they have given you the green light to write Adam Brashear, I need to appeal to your better nature and saying that you will be the steward of the first black relationship. You know what I mean? Not a flirtationship that ended in a secret baby that couldn't live in the kingdom.
And since we probably won't see T'Challa and Storm,
a true black relationship, you will be the steward of the first true black relationship in the MCU. That's a responsibility. Do it right. Represent us. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep some optimism, man. I'm going to keep some optimism. It's a black woman, right? We're getting one of the most powerful black men in the MCU. I'm going to stay optimistic and say that if it is going to happen in that movie, that she's going to do a good job. She's going to do a good job. Now, there's a potential, I guess, for them just straight up bringing in a new Blue Marvel and it not be Yahya Abdul-Mateen. I mean, that's more likely than not at this point. Who do you think could end up playing Adam Brashear, if not Yahya? That's not serious. That's not serious. Be serious for a second and tell me who you think.
well, I guess that also depends on whether or not it's going to be older Blue Marvel.
Yeah, we don't know which way they're going to take it, right?
Yeah, I think we've already espoused Denzel and.
If they go OG
Will Smith.
origin story and they get Denzel, that'll be nuts.
Yeah.
That'll be nuts. If they modernize it, they retcon it, I could see Little Washington. I could see John David.
Why do I feel like I've seen something with him in Blue Marvel?
Literally, I feel like all the actors that we said could have played T'Challa could play Adam Brashear. I could see Damson. I could see Yalin Noel.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's a younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I could see all of them doing that.
Will Smith.
He fucked that up. No, seriously, if the slap would have never happened, I would have said Will Smith. But there's no way Disney was going to hire him. They're part of the pearl clutching crowd. They're not going to hire him. At least not now. Okay. What are your guys' thoughts on the Blue Marvel rumors there? Do you have any faith that they're actually going to show him in the Marvels? Any potential on my prediction that they axe that whole Simon Williams thing and make Yahya Abdul-Mateen Adam Brashear? And also, any thoughts on the potential of Adam Brashear and Monica Rambeau being the first real black couple in the MCU? Make sure you comment in the prompt below. Like, share, subscribe. Come back next week for more videos.
Also, make sure you comment below if you think Omari Hardwick should be Blue Marvel. Why do you hate that so much?
Do not comment. Do not comment.
Well, make sure you check out we did a previous video on Blue Marvel, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
So make sure you go ahead and check that out. And also make sure you subscribe. Anytime we get any kind of Blue Marvel news, we will be sure to make sure we react to it.